when I moved back to LA and started working with Andy Hecker, I give her all the credit because she was training all the celebrities in LA, everyone. And she trained me and then just threw me to all like some of her clients. And so then I started working with Chelsea Handler and Miranda Kerr and, and then I was still dancing. So then I was like dancing for Taylor Swift, and she found out I taught Pilates, and she was like, well, I need help. Like, can you train me? So then she started to come to me at Ballet Bodies. So then I started working with Taylor Swift, dancing and Pilates.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also like a dance choreographer was working on La La Land with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. She was like, I need Emma to look like a dancer. I need this posture. She can't walk around, so it was like, she was like, I need you to really build those muscles in her back. So I knew exactly what to do. So I worked with Emma Stone to help prepare her for that film. And so it was kind of just like, it was just meshing into each other. So then more and more people, a celebrity would tell her friend, and then it was just branching out and growing. And then, after my second child, I was like, okay, I need to like scale it down, so, and we needed more space. We decided to move to Ojai, which is an hour and a half outside of the city.
Okay.
North. So we moved to Ojai. So I was no longer in LA, and I quit Ballet Bodies, but I told my clients, I'm going to come to LA twice a week, and I'll just come to your houses. So I was driving into LA twice a week, going to people's homes. And then on my days in Ojai, I had one reformer, and I just was like telling my friends like, hey, I'm doing some Pilates if you want to private. So I was like really slow going. They would like, tell their friends. So then it was like more and more. So then I got a second reformer, and then they could work out with their friends. So I was doing privates and semi-privates in Ojai, and then driving to LA twice a week, blah, blah, blah. Then the economy crashed, or not the economy, that already happened. The pandemic hit. Yeah. And then you can't go into people's homes anymore. No one went to their homes. So then I was doing FaceTime private. So I wasn't going to LA anymore. I was just doing it on FaceTime all day long, which was so exhausting. It was just sucking energy out of me. I don't know what.
But you were so impressive. Like, let me pause you for a minute, because you were like one of the first anybody, gym owner, personal trainer, anybody in the health and fitness industry, like you were immediately like streaming classes, doing online, like you pivoted immediately. Yeah. I was watching. I was like, gosh, she's on it. Like in a time when the world was so unknown, and then especially LA with crazy lockdowns, similar to Chicago. Yeah. Like you were still going. You were keeping class schedules. I mean, I was so impressed with you.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. I just felt like, oh my God, people are sitting in their houses going crazy. We have to move our bodies, Yes. That's like for your mental state. Yeah. Like, so I just wanted to push out some fun, challenging workouts. And and then I was still doing like little Zoom private small classes and FaceTime. It was just like I was on the computer all day long. Yeah. And then I decided to get a third reformer. And then I was just like, okay, I'm in Ojai now. I don't know that I'm going to go back to LA. I'm like, I think I need to transition and really commit to my community here, because there were more and more moms, and like all of LA was moving to Ojai because everybody wanted to get out of the city, and they were like, oh my God, Ojai is like this Orange Grove, dreamy, like country.
Secret was out.
We're 20 minutes from the beach, but then you're also only an hour and a half from the city. So then I just got all my clients were like kind of coming here, and they had second homes, and I was like, I don't need to go to LA anymore. So then I really committed to Ojai, and word spreads like fire, I mean, I just think, it's all, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but it is all about your instructor. And like, you can really, I love what I do. I think workouts should be fun. So I try to like crack jokes. I play the music insanely loud. Pilates is supposed to be like quiet. I've got like playlists I refresh every week. We have fun. I just play the music loud, and I just like kick people's ass, but we're also laughing and like making jokes the whole time, Yeah. So I think just one mom would tell another mom and another, and like, one lady called and was like, oh, I'm interested in your mat classes. And I was like, oh, they're full, maybe next week there's a spot open. And I was like, how did you hear about me? She was like, literally 3 different people told me about you in one day, so I just think it's just a small town that's like, so
You're
anyway.
so humble. Yes, no, it's very much about the instructor too.
And you have to, not that I'm for everyone, but you have to find that person,
right. Absolutely.
Doesn't annoy you. No, I hate going into classes. I'm like, oh, I wish you would shut up, or like,
right. No, absolutely. The worst thing you can have. Yeah. You don't want someone to have anxiety about going to work out.
Or they're too serious and we're all like, oh, hey, it's we're in English class, like I didn't, so that's what's fun now that I'm out on my own. So I'm not working for Ballet Bodies anymore. I'm working for myself, and I can just create the space that I want, that I've always, and I don't know, I've taken so many classes and taught so many classes. I kind of have like narrowed it down to what I think works. And so it's been really fun.